So, a couple years ago, I made a video called A Tale of Two Californias. And this was mainly in response to a lot of people, a lot of left leaning people, especially in the media, celebrities, dunking on Republicans. They were citing the fact that California had the fifth largest economy in the world, and it was all thanks to brilliant planning by Democrats who have been running California for years at this point. This is 2018, as you can see. And I went on to explain how there's two sides to this. First off, I don't think it's fair to credit the Democrat leadership. Secondly, there's a lot of problems, growing homelessness, housing shortage, cost of living is going through the roof, and it's thanks in large part to high taxes and intense business regulations, especially in the housing industry, where regulations drive up the cost of building new housing to the point where the only housing that gets built, usually, especially in the big cities, are luxury condos, high rises that people on a working class income cannot afford. And I thought this would start a free market revolution in California. Here I was thinking this might start a conversation. People might say, "Hey, this Kirk Wilcox guy is making a good point," but only got about 500 views. Again, this is from 2018. Didn't go anywhere. I remember Bill Maher. Bill Maher was even mentioned in this video. Bill Maher. This is 2016. Now we're gonna, we went from A Tale of Two Californias. Now we're going to talk about A Tale of Two Bill Mahers, because this is from July of 2016. Bill Maher rips Republicans over California's booming economy. What did Bill Maher have to say then in 2016?
California raised taxes on the wealthy a lot, and our economy is booming.
It's booming thanks to the high taxes, especially on the wealthy.
Passed France and India to become all by ourselves
we passed France, a country that's notable for high taxes, generous welfare state.
World's sixth largest economy, soon to be fifth. Thanks, England.
Woo! Yeah, Bill Maher, yeah. Slam dunking on those dumb Republicans, which Republicans are kind of dumb. On economics, they're sometimes good. That was July 2016, folks. You know what Bill Maher was saying in October of 2020? Maher slams California's super high taxes. Talks about Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro leaving the state.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Whoops. And here's, you go down here, Bill Maher, he explains himself.
Look, you're a congressman from California. I know some of this is not in your domain because you go to Washington and work on national issues, but I live in California, so I'm going to bitch a little bit, can I?
Okay, because,
Well, California sure do love to bitch.
I mean, there is an excellent...
Every year, I've been in California, Los Angeles since 2013. I remember paying attention to politics in 2014, 2016, 2018. And every election year, midterm and general election, there would be 8,000 new tax increases on the ballot, a bunch of new regulations, and every time Californians and Angelenos would waltz on over to the ballot boxes like a bunch of sheep, bunch of mindless sheep, all like, oh, it's just a little bit of taxes, we can afford it, it's gonna go help fund the schools, and it's gonna go fund the hospitals, it's gonna fund research, it's gonna help protect the environment, and it's just a plastic bag ban, we can afford a 10-cent per bag. And then, of course, a year later, they always bitch about how expensive everything is, how high the cost of living is, how difficult it can be to live in California. But then when it comes to politics, they laugh at Republicans. Hey, we have high taxes and we have the fifth largest economy. Not anymore, according to Bill Maher. For those who don't know, is a huge liberal.
California businesses are leaving the state in droves. In just 2018 and 19, which were economic boom years, 765 commercial facilities left. 13,000 businesses left between 2009 and 2016. Look, I came out here in 1983. I found paradise. I love California. I do. I don't want to leave. But I feel like I'm living in Italy in the 70s or something.
Feels like he's living in 1970s Italy.
Super high taxes.
Oh no, not the high taxes. What happened, Bill? What happened?
Potholes in the road.
You'd think with our high taxes, especially if you guys don't know, we raised the gas taxes in California. And it was actually controversial at the time. They introduced a ballot proposal to lower the gas taxes, and then Californians shot it down.
I don't know what I'm getting for my super high taxes.
Yeah, me either. You'd think with all of our high taxes, we'd at least have some decent roads.
And I do understand, and this talk of exodus.
Right? But it's not only the liberal Bill Maher saying this. My buddy Tumulus sent me this video the other day called What's Driving California's Mass Exodus. 2.7 million views so far. And as you can see, this video is really clear that high taxes, intense business regulations are driving people out of the state, driving businesses out of the state. I'm not going to play the video because I imagine a video like this is going to get me in trouble with YouTube. So watch it on your own time. But they lay it out. 1,800 businesses have left. All these big tech Silicon Valley businesses are going to Austin. Joe Rogan is fleeing. Elon Musk is fleeing. And who do you think this is? Oh, well, you can see it's CNBC in the watermark. This is CNBC, the liberal mainstream media. This is not Fox News. This is not Newsmax. This is not Breitbart. This is not Daily Wire. It's not Turning Point USA. It's not PragerU. It's not The Blaze. This is CNBC, folks. So even people who lean left heavily, like Bill Maher, like CNBC, they're being honest about it. Like, oh my God, what's going on? Everyone's leaving California? Now, there seem to be some positive trends. I know I keep mentioning the 2014, 2016, and 2018 elections. What about the 2020 election, which voted overwhelmingly for President Joe Biden, Democrat? But when it came to the ballot proposals, there was a variety of new taxes. They all got voted down. There was a variety of new regulations that got voted down. They voted down rent control. They voted down a healthcare regulation that had to do with dialysis machines, dialysis clinics. They repealed a regulation, AB 5, which I've talked about a lot. AB 5, which made private contracting, particularly with Uber and Lyft, illegal in the state of California. The state legislature and goofy-ass Governor Gavin Newsom proudly signed this AB 5 law into law, AB 5 bill into law. And it was so unpopular that when it was put up to a ballot proposal, Californians showed up and gave goofy-ass Governor Gavin Newsom the finger and said, get this law out of here. At least when it comes to Uber and Lyft. I think only Uber and Lyft got exempted, which is unfortunate. And then, but another good sign, I read this the other day. Sacramento moves forward with controversial zoning change designed to address housing crisis. Apparently, the city of Sacramento is they're lifting a few zoning laws. As you can see, the proposal will allow duplexes, triplexes, and quadruplexes to be built on single-family parcels in the city. Now, this does not go nearly far enough, but I think this might be a sign that Californians are waking up to this nonsense, because it's rather crazy that California, a state rich with natural resources like oil and farmland, beautiful scenery, hundreds of miles of coastline on the Pacific Ocean, Silicon Valley, Hollywood, prestigious universities, Disneyland, and all sorts of theme parks, 5 Major League Baseball teams, 4 NBA teams, 3 teams apiece in the NFL and NHL. In fact, speaking of which, I remember this. Bryce Harper, baseball star, apparently chose to play for the Philadelphia Phillies over the San Francisco Giants. And apparently California state income taxes played a role in his decision-making. Democrats have been leading the state of California since 2011, along with the major cities. And now people, including business executives, athletes, celebrities, they're all fleeing California as cost of living continues to increase and as Hoovervilles continue to grow. Even outlets like MSNBC, NBC, and liberals like Bill Maher are admitting this as voters and local governments seem to be waking up. But one thing Californians can't seem to run from anymore is the fact that Democrat economic policies are a disaster.